Hi everyone, welcome back to Amanda T and me, and welcome back to ARK, Gotta Tame 'em All. Okay, so I think we're just gonna get more and more stupid with this series as time goes on. I'm not really sure what this stuttering is about here, but you know, we're gonna keep on keeping on here. So I got it in my head that I wanted to go and cause a bit of a ruckus. So remember that cha-cha that I showed Mama T on the side of the mountain? Well, I'm gonna go fight it. I'm gonna go fight it. Because, of course, I'm going to. This fight literally took all day, like all day in game, and there was a point where the cha-cha started to actually like climb up the side of the cliff, and I thought I was done. So I really did. But Vulture coming through like a champ as always, and yeah, I'm super proud of him for not dying, and I'm really proud of me for not accidentally tapping the E button in the middle of this battle and just yeeting myself into the cha-cha's mouth. So I know it's only a level 60, but again, I'm not a very strong ARK player. I'm more of a builder. So I took Vulture on his little victory lap because he definitely earned it. So then I got it in my head while I was looking for an Archaeopteryx that I should get into more tussles because more tussles is better. And then I found this Thyla and thought, well, everyone needs another Thyla. I'm actually a huge fan of the Thyla. They are one of my absolute all-time favorite animals. On the Fjordur map, I grew very attached to my Thyla. Thurston. He was just an absolute beast. And I was really hoping that I could do this here, but because I have pins from two different island maps, the one that we're currently playing on, as well as the one from the private server that Mr. B and I play on, I forgot where my bear pen was, and it had really serious consequences. Even with a super OP Argentavis like Vulture, man, that bleed effect absolutely will mess you up. Very disappointing. So not only was it really frustrating realizing that this Thyla situation was getting wildly out of control, I thought, oh, this spot where I really like, you know, taming things like, you know, Megatherems. I was like, oh yeah, like we'll totally just tame him up here and I'll just be a big brave and it'll be fine. And then, oh my god, these freaking turtles. I mean, I'm not even worried about that, like, Carno at this point, because, like, Vulture's got it, but oh my gosh, this, like, angry little shell dude, and I'm just like, well, this is definitely a lost cause now, like, because that net's gonna come off, or it's gonna be dead, and either way, this was a huge waste of my time. So to the southwest of the Redwood Mountain, I finally found a ton of Archaeopteryxes. Now, of course, they're up in the trees, and I don't have that cool, like, flight suit that just comes standard on, like, Gen 2. But I was like, it can't be that bad, right? You just sneak up on them, and you put some keratin in their butt, and it's gonna be okay, right? Well, as you are about to see, this carries on for an embarrassingly long time. So after several failed attempts, I realized that I really need some, like a full-on ghillie suit if I am going to tame these Archaeopteryxes. Right now, I'm just running around with a Mod Podge of like a bunch of nonsense, and that's really just not going to cut it. So I abandoned the Archaeopteryx project for now and decided to head back to base and find some more shenanigans to get into. And oh, whoopsies! That was a little close there, Thyla. So for the umpteenth time, I find myself completely blacked out. Just blacked out. Because I still haven't figured out how to tame a Troodon with any sort of level of effectiveness. Night runs out by the time I throw enough sheep at it. And if I, you know, because of the weird leveling for the animals on the island, like, they get launched by anything like more fierce, but you can't put a passive animal in here. And obviously this pen is way too small for my purposes. So try again, and oh, there I go, taking a nap in the grass. So, new technique. I did see on someone else's channel, I can't remember, I think it might have been Flingerfoo. I don't think it was Syntac, but it's not, it wasn't the only channel, there's just a channel I follow that also used this technique, where you take a bigger dino and you just like F them up until there's almost nothing left of their health, because the XP that you get from, let's say, a Therizino, or in this case a Rex, should hopefully be enough to tame a low-level Troodon, but they've got to be close enough to death that the Troodon like has a chance. I tried shooting my own Rex and it didn't deal any damage, so I don't know if I've got a weird setting going on or if that's like normal, but I couldn't hurt my own animal, which is weird because you can slaughter sheep, but like, hey, what do I know? I'm not like an ARK surgeon or, you know, anything like that. I don't know these things. Clearly, because it's taking this long and I still have no Troodon. So after yet another failure with a Troodon, I head out to the frosty areas, and we have frosty beer. And yeah, this was a nice deviation from what I had been doing. I've actually never tamed a Calicotherum. I've never had a need to. I feel like they're more like PvP sorts of creatures, but I found a few, and look at this handsome red chap up here. And I have to say, because I'm a dingus and had so much ill success with the Archaeopteryx, I wasn't sure how taming low-level Chalicotherems was going to work, considering how well it had worked with the Troodon and the Archaeopteryx and the horrible Haedon experience. But we actually tamed something this episode. Look at this handsome red fella. I like him. Very, very cute. not to be one deterred by things like common sense. I remember originally when I saw the red Calicotherum that there was a fawn colored one as well, and I couldn't immediately find it. And I've spent all this time flying around looking for her. And I don't know why I feel like I need a breeding pair of Calicotherems. I don't plan on doing any boss fights, but then I got super excited because I had never found this chest before. So I did get an explorer note, and or at least I thought I was going to. I guess I must have found it on another playthrough, but I did get some quite a nice little XP boost here, and that made me a very, very happy Manda. In light of the ill success I have had with the Archaeopteryxes, I may have committed some crimes against penguins so that I could repair my current ghillie armor, and I have found some blueprints for some better pieces that I wanted to fabricate so that I might actually stand a chance at taming one of these little furry buggers. So that's precisely what I did. Unspeakable things have happened, but also I'm very fashionable now, a la Cruella de Vil. So while doing battle with a bunch of Daedons, finally my luck had turned. I don't think this is the same fawn-colored Calicotherum I saw earlier, but I've got a pocket full of frosty beers for this frosty biome, and thought, well, why the hey not? So beers in the butt it is, and confetti and celebrations for everyone. Alright, well, it is that time again, and we can finally cross Calico off our list. Man, it has been an absolute struggle. Still no Troodons, and still no Archaeopteryx, but that is a problem for another day. In the meantime, guys, take care of yourselves and each other, and happy sibling. Love you guys. Bye.